only success, and hopefully he'll be the next king of Sydney. Nick Kyrgios, what is this guy doing, mate? Like, what is he doing? Tattoos, LA, the whole, the trendy scene where all the content leads of the world go to and, do their thing. What's our friend Kyrgios doing, mate? What is he up to?
Look, Ahmed, there's no doubt Kyrgios is a wonderful player. He puts bums on seats. He's been fantastic for the game of tennis, particularly in Australia. But I wonder, is he going through a situation in terms of attention, fame, celebrity? And the reason I ask this, he's spoken recently about having his arms tattooed, and that some of the reason to get these tattoos on his arm were to cover up scars from self-harm. Now he's undergoing a full back tattoo at his friend's tattoo shop in Los Angeles. Now, I'm not against people going out and getting tattoos, but if you are going to, for whatever word, desecrate your entire upper body, is it an underlying issue that we're not considering?
Could be something seriously wrong.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I'm sure Dane Swan wouldn't necessarily give a stuff, but in terms of Kyrgios has played the very straight card for such a long time. So why is he now going out and at his age covering his arms and now getting a complete back job when he's in the twilight of his career?
Good question, Tony. Maybe we can have some answers in our next week.
Well, that's what I wanted to pose to you, Ahmed. Well, we've both been around sport long enough to ask these sort of questions.
Do you want my thoughts, or?
Of course I do. That's why it's the raw sports.
I think personally he's missing something. There's something inside that's missing.
And you don't think that from tennis?
That sense of fulfillment. I think tennis is bothering him. I think he's only still doing it because the money's good. I think he's lost that love. He's trying to find it elsewhere.
Oh, look, he's an amazing tennis player, but maybe you're right. Maybe there is something lacking inside, which is unfulfilling. And maybe he's building up a superannuation fund. I mean, he would have earned millions upon millions. He was the baddest boy in tennis for a long, long time. And some of the world's commentators thought that he was destined for failure and sponsors would run away in their droves. And yet they've come back because he's such a good player. And when he's on, he is on. He's a good speaker. I'm just wondering about his immediate future.
Does he remind you of Mark Philippoussis?
No. I think there's more of a personality to Kyrgios. Yes, they're both of Greek heritage. But I think Philippoussis, when he played and he was at the peak of his career, he was almost too arrogant. Now, I don't know whether that was due to shyness, but he represented himself through material possessions. Yes, Kyrgios likes his fast cars and does things a certain way, but I think there's a little bit, and this is not necessarily a criticism of Philippoussis, more critiquing the comparison. I think there's a little bit more substance to Kyrgios.
Interesting. Yeah. I think there's something missing internally. I think that there's a gap that he's trying to fill, and I think he's looking at different ways to do that. And all I can say is I wish and I hope and I pray for him that he does find it, and he stays happy and becomes happy, because self-harm is, if he's got signs of self-harm on his body, that's not a very good sign. So hopefully he can stay healthy and happy and fill the void with what he's looking for in the nearest future and onwards. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tones. You're an absolute legend. We'll catch you all next week. Take care, everyone.